Welcome back to Apex Crypto Academy, your ultimate home for all your crypto education. As always, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. One new video every single Friday. Happy New Year, guys. I think I haven't done a video this year. This ought to be my second video. The other video is about the overview of the academy. And as you guys know, Apex Crypto Academy Cohort 8 is starting this January, the 15th of January 2024. So if you're not in that particular class, then it's very, very unfortunate because you're gonna lose out on so much that's gonna happen in crypto in the coming days. So make sure that you are part of us before you actually kickstart that particular cohort. So I recently did a video on one of my social media pages. By the way, guys, you ought to follow us on all our social media platforms. That is at Apex Crypto Academy on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, on TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. Okay, and the video was about a challenge I had given myself, that is turning $50 all the way to $500, and that should have given me a clean 10x. Okay, after this I intend to turn now the $500 to $5,000, and that's another 10x, and then from the $5,000 I intend to turn it to what, to $50,000, another 10x. If I have done it, I know I can do it again because I know what I need to do, because crypto is part of me. Okay, so before we dive down into the video, the markets are really, really looking good. We are now sitting at $1.7 trillion. That's the whole market cap for crypto. You can see that Bitcoin is still above $45,000. Ethereum has been pumping over the last couple of days, trading at $2,600. You can see it's up significantly, hoping 15% gains within the last 7 days alone. And what I've realized is that money is flowing into the altcoins, because with the Bitcoin ETFs being approved, of course, the hype has now settled, and we are gonna see more money flowing into the altcoins. So let's do a quick rundown of how I was able to turn the $50 to $500. But just in case you didn't watch that video, then I got you. Here is the video. Okay, so let's go. Oops, I wanna watch the video. Yep, there we go. Let's play it.
Now, I want to pose a question to you.
I need to... No, it's not this one. I need to play that video for those who haven't watched it. So let me just increase the volume so that you guys can understand what we are talking about. So here is the video.
Recently, we turned $50 to 75,000 Kenya shillings, and we've been doing this at Apex for the past couple of years, and we continue to do it. How are we doing it? Getting a good strategy that will ensure that we get the gyms, the best gyms, that we will be able to move these gyms from as low as $50, $100 to as high as even $300, $400, $500. Okay, basically even a 10x, very, very much possible, and it is something we've always been doing. If you don't know what I'm saying, go to our platform apexcryptohub.com, then go to an area called About Us. On the About Us section, you're gonna see all the trades that we've done at Apex. You're gonna see some 300%, 400, 500, 700, 1,000, 3,000%.
Enough of that, guys. Enough of that, guys. Enough of that. Okay, so that is just the video that I did, and so many guys came to my WhatsApp and they were asking me, how did you do it? So today I want to do a quick rundown on how I did it, and in fact it's not very difficult. You only need the right skills. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to know the good projects. Okay, if you check on BNB, for example, okay, BNB has been trading on these regions of 227 to around 250 for quite a while, almost, I think, almost about 2-3 months. And then BNB just flew the other day, and in fact I have done so many videos about BNB, telling guys that BNB is a sleeping giant, and it's just about time before BNB actually breaks out. Okay, so this is what we did at Apex. Okay, first thing first, we had our initial capital of $500. So let me tell you guys what I did. I had 50, or not 500, $50. But the goal, remember, was to turn this $50 into $500. Okay, and that would have given us a 10x. That should have given us a 10x. And then the next goal is to turn now the $500 into $5,000. Okay, that's another what? Another 10x. And then we intend to turn the $5,000 into $50,000. That's another 10x. Okay. Now I'm going to explain how I was able to do the first option. Okay, the first challenge. Okay, before I now embark on the second challenge. This is how I did it. Okay, first thing first. My initial capital was only $50. What I did, I identified a good layer 2 project. Okay, the layer 2 project, remember, in the academy, we learn something that we normally call the futures portfolio. Okay, futures portfolio, we do it in two ways. Okay, we have two ways of doing the futures portfolio that will ensure you don't get what you call liquidated. We have two ways that will ensure you don't get liquidated. If you want to know about those two ways, then I come to Apex. Okay, then the first target was to hit 100%. Okay, of this what? Of this $50. And you're able to do that very, very fast. Okay, that means that our $50, you can see from the screenshot, okay, that I'm just gonna attach here, our $50 was able to give us what? Another $50. That is what? That is 100%. That means that now our capital, we had $100. But I think we had about 104 because the ROI was 54, so we had about 104. Then, what did we do next? The next target was to do what? Was to move this $100 to give us what? Another 100%. Okay? That means that I was supposed to turn this $100 into another $100. Again, with futures portfolio, you can do this very, very effectively. And actually, I was able to turn this not to 100, but it went all the way to $179. Okay, so I moved the $100 to $179. Again, with what? With a futures portfolio. As I always say, you don't enter when you want to, but you only enter when the market favors you. Again, you can see the screenshot here. I was able to push this to $179. That means that I now had $279 as my cash. And remember, I moved this 279 from my initial, which was what? Which was $50. So what did I do next? The next thing that I did, remember, I'm targeting $500. I now have 279. So what I did again, I waited for a good opportunity. Again, as I've always said, you don't just enter when you want to enter. But this time round, I did not enter with $279. What I did, I entered with $200. So I have a what? I have a balance of $79. Around $84, because remember we had about some $5 remaining from the other trade. So we had a balance of around $84. Okay, you guys you've seen all the screenshots. I'm not faking anything here. Okay, so now with our $200, my target was another 100%. Okay, that means that I'm supposed to do what? To move this $200 into what? Into $400. Because remember, 100% of 200 is 200. That means that 200 plus 200 will give me 400. And we were able to do that, as you can clearly see from this screenshot. I was able to convert or to move these $200 into another $200. Okay, that means that these two alone combined is gonna give me what? $400 and above. Why am I saying this? Because as you've seen, it is not exactly 200, it's 200 and something. Okay, so if you take the 400, okay, plus the $84 that we had as the balance, plus what is on top, which keeps fluctuating, let's just place it at around $30. That should give us around, this is for 80 plus 30, around 514, 500, and this should be around 514. Okay, 514, this is for 80 plus 30, around $514. That is how I did it, guys. And you guys have seen all the screenshots. So I was able to move the $50 all the way to $514 and above because it keeps fluctuating. So the next target is to move this $500 to $5,000, and I'm gonna do it. In fact, I think I missed it out here. It should be this should be $5,000, and that is the next target that I'm gonna do, and I know I'm going to do it. So those guys who are asking how are you able to do this, I was able to do this because of what we call the futures portfolio, something that we teach at Apex, and we have two major ways that you use to avoid getting liquidated, because we all know that the enemy in futures trading is liquidation. Of course, we use very low leverage and we have good POIs and good projects that we take on this particular futures portfolio. So that's it, guys. Hope you've learned something and hope have shown you that capital doesn't really matter. What matters the most are the skills. Get the right skills and then you're gonna be in for a very good ride. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye and God bless you. Ciao.